in their TPLF manifesto by committing a silent genocide to weaken and dismantle the Amara ethnic group. TPLF has killed millions of Ethiopians in the last 27 years while targeting Amaras, yet we still stand strong. The Amara population lost more than 2.5 million people between 1994 and 2007 in census compared to the projections. This was discussed in 2011 Parliament by the Census Committee Chair, Ms. Samira. The Census Committee Chair brought in Harvard experts to confirm the accuracy of the statistics, and according to the experts, the stats look accurate. However, they could not explain the discrepancy of the 2.5 million missing Amaras and stated that there is an obvious systematic reduction in the number of Amaras. In attempts to continue the Amara population from growing, a mass sterilization was forced upon young Amara women by TPLF. Pharmaceutical Funds and Supply Agency, PFSA, was established in September 2007 by TPLF Proclamation number 553. As a government agency, PFSA was tasked with the role of administrating every drug-related issue in the country. The mastermind behind the mass sterilization of Amara women was TPLF member Haile Selassie Bihon. After he became the director of PFSA, one of the first tasks he completed was to continue TPLF's genocidal mission against the Amaras. Mr. Bihon deliberately sent short-acting contraceptives, Depo-Provera pills, to the Bahardar's PFSA branch office with an order to the Amara Regional Health Bureau to immediately distribute to the Amara region as if it were free birth control, but instead it stopped women from conceiving babies. This inhumane and barbarous cruelty by the fascist TPLF regime is a deliberately designed project to depopulate the Amara people and eliminate the Amara race from the Earth's surface. But again, we still stand strong.
We still stand strong. We still stand strong.
We still stand strong.
Ethnic federalism is the root cause of what we were seeing happening today. Again, the genocide did not just start, but instead has resurfaced. It has now transformed into a full-scale humanitarian crisis, especially in the past 3 years, and notably after the assassination of Hachalu Hundessa, rest in peace. This spiked and furthered extremism in Ethiopia. We have seen an alarming increase of Amaras being ethnically targeted. Hundreds of thousands have been displaced, tens of thousands have been beheaded, stabbed, slaughtered, shot, and killed while unarmed, leaving many children without parents. Amaras are consistently massacred in the most barbaric way possible. Pregnant mothers killed and their fetuses removed. Babies killed who don't even know their mother or what Ethiopia or Amara identity is. Innocent people, children, poor farmers continue to face an ongoing genocide specifically because they're Amara. All of this is happening with clear-cut evidence, graphic images, and videos posted by their killers, the OLF terrorist group and Guma's militias. Oromo extremists who have incited hate violence through mass media and ultra-ethnocentric extremists utilizing the weapons of mass destruction at their disposal, backed by Oneg Shene. In 2018, the Oromo Regional Party, led by Abiy Ahmed, took control of the federal government. After this leadership change, 3 years ago, more than 1.5 million Amaras have been internally displaced as of last year. More than 20,000 Amaras have been killed en masse by modern weapons, machetes, and spears in Oromia and Benishangul region. The terrorist group OLF and Oromia Special Forces continue to openly and proudly commit ethnic cleansing of Amaras while posting selfies and videos online. This February, Guma's regional government admitted that senior-level government officials were complicit in supporting the Gumas militias and targeting and killing Amaras in Matakan. which is a clear indication of the state and regional sponsored genocide and the failure to protect the people. In the last 2 years, I have witnessed the most graphic images I have ever seen in my life. Human bodies treated like dirt, innocent lives of Amara slaughtered and put into plastic bags without an honorable burial. Can you imagine your parents, siblings, or family members being discarded like trash without proper burial? Where is the anger and the outcry from the world? Where is the concern and reporting from the U.S. government, U.S. Foreign Affairs, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, and international news media? We demand you show your integrity and professionalism in journalism and expose the ongoing Amara genocide. Why hasn't the World Food Program helped the displaced? Why is the New York Times and the Washington Post failing to report while seeing clear evidence? Oh, and Secretary Blinken, I haven't forgot about you. We demand you acknowledge and report the truth and prove you have no bias. Show us you have ethics and moral standards. Secretary Blinken, take back your previously made dangerous statements that amplified the genocide and apologize to the Ethiopian people. Most importantly, where is the accurate reporting, the statements, the concerns, and the immediate action from the Ethiopian government and the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission? Why do they fail to report on these atrocities? The Ethiopian government has not only demonstrated their lack of leadership and care to take the necessary actions to protect Amara civilians, but they have shown their support to these terrorist groups and militias. Leaders from the Ethiopian government and Shimallis Abdiisa, who took part and incited, supported the Amara genocide, need to be brought to the International Criminal Court to face justice for the ethnic cleansing and extreme human rights violations of Amaras.
Justice! Bring him to justice!
Bring him to justice! Bring him to justice! Bring him to justice!
The protection of civilians must be a priority, and ethnic federalism should be immediately dismantled and changed to a constitution where all Ethiopians are treated equally and can live peacefully without feeling like second-class citizens in their own country. This ethnic-based system has divided and clearly failed the Ethiopian people. Sitting back and neglecting the concerns of the Amara and Amara genocide is pushing us all back from achieving true peace in all corners of Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. My message to all Ethiopians all over the world is to stand up for Amaras that are being massacred every day in Ethiopia based on their identity. Every single Ethiopian has a responsibility to speak up and let the world know about the ongoing ethnic cleansing of Amaras. We have a responsibility to demand and apply pressure until it stops. Understand that when you stand for the Amara people, you are standing with Ethiopia. You also amplify Ethiopianism. You are protecting Ethiopia's unity. Amaras are unison-loving Ethiopians that cannot be broken. Amaras are and have always been Ethiopian first. They have died for the country proudly, but Ethiopia can no longer be built on the blood of Amaras. Donate to rehabilitate our people. Break your silence and understand that our voices are critical to the survival of Amaras. And thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have some young youth here who are going to speak. Our first speaker is going to be Dagam. Dagam, come to the front. So Dagam, if you guys don't know who Dagam is, he previously went to the last Ethiopian and Eritrean protest here in Seattle in support of the Ethiopian and Eritrean government. While Dagam went there, he went there to create awareness, as any other Ethiopian, on the ongoing ethnic cleansing of Amaras. But he was pushed away by his own people, trying to silence and censor him for speaking up for his own people. Yeah. We can't allow that to happen ever again. Yeah. This is why we're here today, to encourage Ethiopians to speak up. Amaras are Ethiopian, and we cannot be silenced. And Dagam, I want to tell you publicly that I'm so proud of you. for being fearless, for standing with the Amara people, for standing with the innocent people. And I know that you've been a great example, and slowly these people will wake up. But you were on the right side, and there's nothing that you did wrong. And any Ethiopian that pushed Dagam away that day should be embarrassed of themselves for doing something like that to a young Ethiopian brother. So again, everybody, go Dagam!
Go Dagam! Go Dagam! Go
Thank you.
Go Dagam! Thank you.
I appreciate your kind words, and thank you, Sisters Zanash, and everybody that helped to organize this protest. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not used to speaking on a microphone, but yeah, it's going to be real short. Zanash said everything really well. I appreciate everything she said again. But just to start off, for anybody that is around this area, Westlake Park, and is not aware about what's going on in Ethiopia, I'm just going to give a brief rundown summary about it. Ethiopia's Amhara ethnic group have endured ethnic cleansing since at least the 1980s. Even though they are the second largest ethnic group, their voice continues to be completely silenced when it comes to addressing human rights issues. Now there is a genocide on Amhara people in the Oromia and Benishangul Gumuz regions of Ethiopia.
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
Yeah, I'll start over.
You're good. Okay, go ahead.
Ethiopia's Amhara ethnic group have endured ethnic cleansing since at least the 1980s. Even though they are the second largest ethnic group, their voice continues to be completely silenced when it comes to addressing human rights issues. Now there is a genocide on Amhara people in the Oromia and Benishangul Gumuz regions of Ethiopia. The Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and Oromia President Shimelis Abdisa must be held responsible. OLF/OLA and TPLF need to be completely eradicated.
Yes. Yeah.
Back in November 2020, over 800 Amhara people were massacred in a northern Ethiopia town called Maikadra. The perpetrators were affiliated with the terrorist group TPLF, which held political power until very recently. A lot of the victims were defenseless children and women. Another place Amhara people are being ethnically targeted is in Ethiopia's Oromia region. Even though Amharas have been living there for decades, they are now seen as settlers that do not belong to that region. On a weekly basis, it seems that they are being massacred in large numbers, but no big media outlets are shedding light on the atrocities. Just last week, OLF/OLA killed more than 70 innocent Amhara children within a single day. The Ethiopian federal government and Oromia's regional government is either turning a blind eye or assisting the continuation of this genocide upon Amhara people. The international community needs to be aware of the Amhara genocide. And if you are interested, please visit Amhara_awareness on Instagram or visit amharaamerica.org/donate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dagan.
Thank you, Dagan. Good job, Dagan.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patriotism.
Yes,
we
sir.
love you, brother. Thank you.
Next up, we have Fomi, who has been a great advocate for the youth. She's been advocating aggressively and publicly and proudly for Amaras. She's from the Seattle area. Thank you, Fomi. Here you go.
It's kind of long, but we Amharas have proven over and over again, as long as we live, Ethiopia will prevail. Maybe that's why our enemies grow as the day continues. Any enemy of Ethiopia...
It's okay, you're good. Go ahead.
Any enemy of Ethiopia becomes enemies of her loyal children, the Amharas. However, Ethiopia will not prosper in Amhara blood. Your trees won't grow if it's Amhara blood that's raining. Its woman's body needs to be protected until it's an Amhara mother who gets raped by so many different OLF soldiers she bleeds to death. Its woman's body